for coming by, Money Me. I I think I only did 2 videos this week. What a week! This market, this market's been brutal. I mean, there are stocks that have been wiped out 40, 50% in the past month. November was not a good month for stocks. And in case you're wondering, if you guys are watching this, I have the WEBULL app pulled up, and that's what's featured on the screen here and stuff. But I want to come on and really talk about the market and what I mean. If this is tax loss selling, it's definitely it's even gotten worse. But hey, if you guys haven't checked out my channel, I am not a licensed financial broker, just an everyday guy that's been buying and selling stocks for over 20 years. And I really want to share my experience, the wins, the losses. And I had some losses this week for sure. I saw one guy posted on Twitter like $385,000 loss today at one time. I'm like, wow, could you imagine having that account? Um, that's where you need some put protection. But if you haven't checked out my video the other day, I don't know what happened. It's not, the audio was a little off, and I wasn't on the screen like this because I made a mistake. I recorded the wrong screen. So basically what happened was I recorded all the audio and then had to go back and just listen and go through and stuff. But the reason I featured GoDaddy the other day was that it was the only stock in Pfizer that was up that day. So, but man, what a week! The Nasdaq actually finished down 296 points today, almost close to 2%. The Dow was only off 60 points, and S&P was down 30, almost 39, 0.75%. But Nasdaq stocks really took a beating, and I had a couple calls that I had expire worthless. My best options trades for November were Beyond Meat puts, and I had some Microsoft puts that I made money, and they were looking to be a loss on Monday, and yet today they would have been. I had sold way too early. I would have made another $1,000 today just on those contracts that I had. But I am also going to feature a stock coming up soon. I'm trying to do about 5 of these a week. I kept it kind of, sometimes when the market's down, I don't know how many times people want, in your face to be talking about it every day. But it's something to think about. But some days when it's down, you just got to sit back and relax and not do a damn thing, not take a trade, not sell nothing. There are 4 or 5 stocks right now in one of my son's 401k account that are off like 40%, and most of it in the last month. What are you going to do? It's at a point that, there's 2 of them. They're small positions, like $2,000, and you almost get to a point where, okay, it's worth $1,000 or $1,200 now, and you just feel like if you sold it now, and to watch it maybe next month go right back up, and what are you going to do? So let's see how the Dow actually did for the whole week. Stocks. Let's see, 5 days. Man, it just was brutal. Look, this is one of the stocks I talked about the other day, FUBO. But the start of the week, 5 day, like. What was the start of the week? The start of the week was the 29th. Yeah. So let's see. Dow Jones Industrial. Let's see, 1 day. I'm hoping that we bottom out, and man, we get a little bit of recovery. But it has been it's been red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 days. It's just been brutal. But yeah, when you look at the Dow, you go back and you look at the Dow from the beginning of the year, it doesn't look like nothing. It really, you could see it. It's obviously peaked here back in, pretty much. Hold on, what's that date? November 8th. But it's just been straight down since then. Let's check the QQQs. Yeah, same thing. But the beginning, let's see the beginning of the year. Yeah, it's still up. But man, some of the stocks that I follow, ooh, FUBO. I mean, that today, I was like, wow. Today at one time, it was down. The low of the day was 1652. You know, when you start getting, I mean, look, 61 cents down is a 3.35% move. So it's. I mean, I got in at 27. 27. I mean, I was in it a couple times and made some money, but it's to the point where right now, like, honestly, we were ahead this year, and now just simply because of the ladder, and there's got to be a lot of people like that. Simply the last month, everything's been kind of wiped out. And actually now sitting at gains. The one, I mean, even that stock account that I talked about that has 4 or 5 stocks that are down 45%. Technically, this the account is only down about 18%, and that's because I had a couple good trades that I bought and sold, and made money trading. But yet now, you got some of them positions that are really taking a whack. And I'm going to do what my worst stock is and what my best stock is on an upcoming video. But let's go through let's go through some popular names. Let's go Facebook. Let's see what Facebook, now, I first thought I pulled the wrong one up, Meta Platforms. Yeah, $2.99, $299.50 today, and then a high of 313, 14 points. Not really a lot on it, but still, it was 360. Look at PayPal. PayPal. I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm really thinking PayPal's going to be a good buy. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. Yeah. Look at that. I got another screen over here. If you see me looking over PayPal, let's see the 52-week high and low. Yeah, 52-week range, 179 and 310. And today, 179. Yeah, today it hit a low for the 52-week low. It says one here. Am I seeing something? No, that's last year. Yeah, for this year, the 52. I mean, I do see a low back in last. 178 roughly in, I think it was October, November. But still, I mean, that's a low for 2021. Yeah, so we're going to start looking in really for some opportunities, and we're going to talk about that in upcoming videos. I mean, today is December the 3rd when I'm taping this, so if you're watching this over the weekend, the 4th and the 5th and stuff, I mean, I would be very careful. We could still see more tax loss selling, but I mean, how much? I mean, sometimes when you think how much lower can it go, it does. You got to prepare yourself. I mean, I wouldn't be buying nothing on margin. I would nibble at some of these stocks. In other words, if you want to put $5,000 into PayPal, maybe start a half position now, and start, like, in other words, put $2,500 in now. Maybe in 2 weeks, another $1,250. Another 2 weeks after that, another $1,250. So spread $2,500 now, $1,250 in 2 weeks, and then in another 2 weeks, another $1,250. And be prepared that basically what's going to happen is it could be still choppy, because even at 183 today, where it closed at, you're gonna see people when they make 10 or 15% sell it. So there's still going to be, up and down. To a point. I mean, we broke out this gap down here from 226 and stuff like that. I mean, that's a little bit, honestly, that's timing the market. That's trading. I get it. If you want to be prepared that if you bought some now, that it could take 5 months to go back to 227. Who knows? It could immediately, it could go back to 227 in 2 months, and then boom, drop right back down into a trading range. Nobody knows. If everybody knew, and if somebody, there'd be a lot of billionaires out there because they could just buy calls and puts and do it that way. So, And Jim Cramer actually talked about this PayPal as a buy. I just saw that actually just recently. I was as I have another screen over here. Sometimes I'm looking at some news that maybe I'm missing to make sure I'm not missing something. And one of the ones he talked about, and I like too, and I personally go there, is Disney. Again, that today. That looks like it's trying to, yeah, it looks like these are really trying to bottom out. So I would feel comfortable too in that, taking a half position and scaling in it a little slow. But yeah, I still think there could be opportunities. Like for example, let's say somebody wanted to do, and you know, this is one of the reasons I do this, and I'm going to talk about a stock going forward. I don't tell people go out and buy a certain stock, or I don't want people to mirror my trades because they say, well, you know, Money Me told me to buy this stock, and you got to do your own homework. But I do want to share real trades with you guys, not just paper trades, real stocks that we get into, real options that we lose on, real calls and puts that we lose on, real calls and puts that we make money on. And, these are different stocks that, you know, we're in. Now, let's say, for example, we want to get a January 14th 160, be about $2. But to break even on that, it needs to go to 162. I mean, that's 10-12%. Now, let's see the difference if I bet you a 150. Let's see what a 150 for. Yeah, about 230. So that's what I say. So, hey, that one could make money. December 17th. That's in 2 weeks. 150 call. But everybody thinks it needs to hit 150 to if it hits one, it needs to hit. I mean, it needs to technically. You're not going to until it hits 152.30. But you keep in mind, as stocks go up, that stock gets to 150. That call is going to be worth $4. Now, if you're the type of person, I got to wait till it gets 152 to. Well, no. I mean, I've seen stocks hit that, and then the next day drop right back down. So you got to know when to take your profits. I mean, bottom line, you got to know when to take your profits. So I guess I'm going to title this one we talk a little bit about Jim Cramer's 2 picks, Disney and PayPal. And I try to keep these videos short, 12-15 minutes, because people aren't willing a lot of times to spend 30-40 minutes watching a video. Getting them to watch half the video is tough a lot of times. But this is part of doing your homework and really, you know, digging in the stocks and stuff like that. And I probably have at least 15-20 companies that we're invested in and that I trade. And some of them we've hold a year, some of them a month. It all depends. Some we have calls and some we have, you know, puts and stuff like that. Currently, right now, I am completely out of puts. I had Baba puts that I sold. Let me type in Baba. I sold yesterday for a double. Would have made more money today because the stock was down $10, down 8%. Yeah, I left money on the table. I had 105. Let me see. Let me look it up. I don't want to ever mislead anybody, and I want to give you accurate information. So, before we go here, if you guys could comment below, like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Let me look and see. Now, where's the app at? Okay, there it goes. I gotta look at Baba history. Baba. I sold them for, because honestly, I thought maybe the market would bounce some today. Yeah, it was a double. They expired December 17th. They were 105 puts that I sold. Oh, gosh. I almost hate to look at them. Yep. Up 190% today. I sold them yesterday. Today they basically would have basically $6. So I only bought one contract. And so I made a little about $110 on them, and I would have made $400 on them. So what are you gonna do? That happens. I did have a couple. I was trying to preserve some capital because you know, two or three of the stocks that I'm in, I mean, they're dropping, like they've dropped big in the past 3 or 4. So you know, I don't have much on margin in that one account. On the other account, there's no margin, and but sometimes, I mean, some of these stocks we're getting 10% moves a day, 5, 8, 10%. Sometimes in a day is a lot. So, hey guys, appreciate the support. If you guys give me thumbs up, I will put out. I'll be like I said, putting out about 5 videos a week. Talk about all things money here on Money Me, and appreciate the support. All right, have a great day.